So today I will show you how to implement infinity scrolling in Blazor. I'll also use Virtualize component for better UI performance, and in the process that how to invoke a C# method from JavaScript function. So let's get started. So in the Visual Studio, let's select Blazor web app and let's click next, and I will name this infinite scroll tutorial. You can name this whatever you want, and I'll select .NET 8 and auto interactive render mode, the global interactivity location, and create this. So the project has been created. Let's close these tabs and run this. I will use IIS Express. So this is the default web app. I will use this home page to demonstrate the infinity scrolling. So let's go to the project. Here let's go to pages and home. Let's delete these two markup and add code block here. So let's add some initial countries. So this will be my initial countries. Now let's output these countries here. So I will add a div with some style, and here you can see that we have two options. Either we can use for each item in all countries, and there we can output a div something like this. And let's save this and run the project. Now this is okay, but all the countries that we will add will be in the UI, and that's not good. So in the project I will use Virtualize, and we have to specify the items, and the items will be all countries. And here we will specify item content, and there we will output this div. But here instead of item we will get the context, because this is a list of string. We will get the string values as context, so we can output the context itself. Now we can remove this for its block and save this. Now the idea is when this scroll bar reach at the bottom, we will fetch some items, or we will add some dummy items to the list. So first let's add the function we want to invoke when the scroll bar reach at the bottom. So this is the function. I have named it on div scroll to end. You can name this as you wish, and I'm just logging a message here and then adding some dummy strings as items or countries. Then I'm just saying status change so that this gets updated. Now to invoke this from JavaScript function, we need to specify a special attribute or add this JsInvokable, and let's save this. And now let's create a JavaScript function where we want to invoke on this function. Let's go to our app .razor in the server project or default project infinity scroll tutorial. Here after this script we will add another script, and we can specify its type, but it's not mandatory. So type text / JavaScript, and I will add a simple function here. I've named this check div scroll end, and I am receiving element ID, the function name, the function we want to invoke from here, and the reference of the component. So this is simple calculation. First we are getting the actual div element, then we are adding a event on scroll, and there we are checking if it has reached to the bottom. If that's true, then we are invoking this function. So let's now invoke this function on after render for this component. So let's save this and go to the component, and here let's add the function. So protected override on after render async, and I'll make this async, and here I will only input the JS function for the first time. So if it's first render, I will need JS runtime here. So at the top, after this page attribute, I will add this inject JS runtime, and I will invoke the function JS runtime dot invoke void async, and the first item is the function name. In my case, the function name is check div scroll n. Let's copy this and paste it. And the second item is the element ID. So the element ID here is my div. So let's copy here and paste it here. The third parameter is the function name. So the function name is this one. So let's add this one, and the last one is the reference of the component. So we can do this .NET object reference dot create and this class. Now let's save this and run this again. Now we can right click here and empty cache and hard reload, and I have opened my console here. So look at the scroll bar. Initially it's bigger, and I scroll down, it gets smaller. You can see that, and the div scroll to the end has been logged in the console from our C# method, JsInvokable method, and our countries have been added here. So if we inspect this list, you can see that the first item or the first country is Morocco, and the last country here rendering is country 10, but as we scroll down it is changing. So this is the optimization for the UI, and this is how you can implement infinite scrolling in your Blazor from scratch without any third-party library. So that's it for this video. See you in the next video.